Through this season, you've been talking about relationships, and one thing that you can't avoid to say is that money has played part in making and also breaking many relationships. Join me in today's conversation as we talk about money in relationships. To help me in this discussion is my friend, my brother, the Mwimbi we have on set, Samboya. Vipi?
Poa sana.
How have you been?
Fine. Lakini kuna shida, kuna difference kati ya musician na muimbi.
Difference ni gani?
Kuna muimbi, unajua muimbi ni wa wapi? Na musician ni wa wapi? Anyway, that's just on a light note.
Karibu sana.
Yes.
Next to him is a lady friend of mine, Lorraine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lorraine, vipi?
Poa sana.
How have you been?
I've been good. Yeah, I'm doing great.
Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Next to me is our resident guest, Alfreda Odipo.
Hey, sawa. Thank you so much for saying alternate names. Yeah. How are you, son?
I'm good.
You're good, eh?
Yes.
Unaka vizuri?
Asante sana, Mungu akubariki.
Usianze kulia.
Karibu sana.
Yes.
Next to her is also our resident guest, HT. Vipi?
Fiti sana.
Uko salama?
Niko salama, labda wewe?
Mimi niko salama, shukuru sana. Karibu sana. Now today we're going to talk about money. Please interact with us on our social media platforms. That is Facebook, Hope Channel Kenya, and on Twitter at Hope_Kenya. You can also find me on Facebook. That is Samuel Mangi, and on Twitter at Sami Mangi. We are also on Instagram and on our website handles. They are on the screen. We have a Facebook page of The Identity. Please go like and post your questions if you have some. And yeah, get in touch with us now. Money. HT.
Yes, sir.
Is money...
Why is she laughing? Anyway, let's continue.
Is money that important to talk about in relationships?
Of course.
What do you mean? Of course, as in, skill and dynamic money.
Yes, of course, money is important in a relationship. We know the use of money at our individual lives, and of course, it comes in when you want to involve someone else in that life. So, yes.
There's this, right now people say it's cliche. It goes, God made money, God made man made money, money made man mad. Do you agree that, Alfreda?
What kind of mad? No, personally, I think the reason why people think that money makes people mad is because people have gotten to a point where it's like they're worshipping money. You can't live without money. Truth is, you can't live without money, but it should not be your point of life. Like, without money, enyewe, you go cuckoos trying to find money. You find people even who kill so that they can be able to get money. So that's the madness I think they're talking about. Yeah.
Going cuckoos.
Fine.
You're going cuckoos na nataka kujua. But then money serves its purpose. Ideally, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Money was ideally made to help barter trade, isn't it? Like, to trade, not barter, to trade. Probably get this and that. But then probably could help you. Are there relationships that are built on money?
Yeah, there are relationships that are built on money. For example, when someone gets into a relationship searching for money.
What do you mean searching for money? As in, money investment sasa kwa mwake wachi.
Yeah. It goes both to the females and to the males. There are some females who want a man who has money. What is that? That's not a relationship. It's like you're looking for a job.
It's a business.
Yeah, that one is a business. Yeah, so you find this relationship is all about money here and there. So yeah,
relationships about money. Sam, there's a question that I was keeping in store for you. Probably also you can have HT ad voice. Who gets to pay? Now we're now on courtship. Who gets to pay bills? No, in this case, since you're not married, who gets to pay bills if you're going on a courtship or if you're going on dates?
Okay, first of all, I would just want to add something on the money issue part. You know, I define friends with some 3 common C's. We have a comrade, we have a compatriot, and we have a confidant. Sindio?
Comrade, compatriot, and confidant.
A comrade is a friend because you share a common enemy. Sindio? A compatriot is a friend because you share a common interest. But a confidant is someone whom your success is their happiness, your failure is their sadness. There are people who you definitely will depend on as friends.
Leo nimeelewa mbona comrade pale inatokea.
Edward asirudi kwa issue.
I'm
kidding.
Yes, so on back to the question I was asked. A statement you made that I disagree with, that God made man and then man made
made money made
but
man mad.
As we get to know, God created all things and made us human beings as custodians of them. So we were not making money, but we are actually taking care of what God has given unto us, and how we take care of it is what matters most. So on dates, basically, man was created before woman. Sindio? Na inaipeleka step by step.
Nakuona by the way, nakuona.
Unanipata? You're watching me, yeah? So as a custodian, and then the lady came in. And the lady was created not to act as an inferior, but as, naweza sema, a twin to man.
To complement
him, sindio? In short, hafai kumkanyagia, but at the same time pia hafai inua in such a way, sindio? So that they complement each other. So basically, in actual life, the gentleman ndio anafaa kuwa courteous enough to pay the bills.
HT unasikiaje maneno?
I don't know why all eyes have turned on me.
Because you had a prior conversation about this, probably could add voice to it.
No, I thought that it's true what he's saying. The man is supposed to pay the bills.
Who? No, he's supposed. Okay, first make.
Suppose in the sense that, you see, even God gave man a job before he gave woman a job. And I know that's just in the Bible. Let's not argue. I'm tired. Yeah.
So our lawyer.
I'm very tired. I don't want to argue. So in that sense, of course, the man has the responsibility. But you see, the world has changed. In the past, women used to sit at home and take care of the home. Now they work. Now they go to school. They're even doing better than us in certain places. So if occasionally mwanaume amefinywa hajiwezi, it's not a crime for the woman to chip in. Yes.
Who said just because men were created first? And wait, let me just build my case. Just because men were created first and they are supposed to be providers. In this case, we are courting. I'm not even married to you. Why should I pay?
Listen, Sammy, how will you feel? What does it do to your masculinity when you've asked a lady to out and she's paying all of the bills? Are you even a man? Sammy, are you even a man?
I'm speaking on behalf of men.
I rest my case.
Kidogo, it means anajicontradict. Na statement yako HT ina threaten masculinity yako demaki akilipa, but at the same time you say it's not wrong, sindio? For a lady to chip in and pay
occasionally.
Umesikia? Ameongeza the word occasionally right now, but the major sense I wanted us to get kwa story ya kulipa bills, one, it's cause for a fact nyi wote mnakula your food, sindio? And in other words, so it's not mbona nilipie, but it's courteous enough if you are the person who asked someone on a date, you had an intention to bring them to, ndio nakwambia. Basically it's like nimekwambia msee kuja tukule, niliangalia pocket yako kabla nikwambia ukuje tukule. No, it's nilikwambia ukuje tukule because I had sorted it out.
And that's why in one of the episodes before we said msichana siulize nini waende date.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, as you had just said, courtship is all about preparing for marriage. And you were saying you have not yet married this woman.
Bado.
Yeah, but you're preparing to marry her. So you have to be on your best behavior of how you'll behave when you marry her.
So I should prepare to get broke.
You should prepare to be the provider. A man is the provider. Yeah.
Alfreda.
You know what is really exciting? Today, the boy child is doing a very good. I can't even fight for myself today.
No, I need to fight.
It's just happening. It's
No,
just happening.
no.
You're the one who has a problem
No,
here.
I don't
Sammy.
have a problem. I just need to have an understanding.
You don't want to pay bills.
I've not said I don't want. I've not said I don't want to. But why is it? But it's a preset. And one thing that I want us to understand, you know, we just don't go with the what the public domain goes for. Because it's cut. Who said it is supposed to? Because for free, this is a case in time. Unaenda na dem, unaenda na dem kwa hoteli. You eat, you have a good time. Fika kwa bill. So mwanaume anatoa fare.
Nani aliita mwingine?
Irregardless.
It's not irregardless. Nani aliita mwingine for real?
Acha ni chip into kidogo hapa. Unasema ninatoa fare. In the very first place, as much as I want to put myself in the best behavior because I'm courting for marriage, but you know, I'm definitely building on something that I will not be able to defend in the future. What if I'm used to taking her to Kempinski na nakuja mguu ama nipande reli mpaka Roysambu, unaona? But now when we are already in marriage, I definitely cannot do that. Then the reality comes and dawns in that I was living a life that is a lie. I would rather ni kuchukue na nikupeleke kwa kibanda tukule chapati madondo. True. But I basically can afford that, and because you know me, ama we are in the process of knowing each other, you will love what I've done because it's my most sincerest being.
Chapati madondo na avocado.
avocado so no, let me get this clear. A man ideally is the one who's supposed to. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Acha niweke hivi. Ukinita date, si ni vizuri ukilipia? So kama ni dem ameniambia kuja tukule,
yeye ndio atalipa. But pia previously tumesema now I'm talking to those men who are who tawaitaje, anyway, the men who are not courageous enough.
Maus. Maus.
Okay, I want to imagine that's the same thing that I just said.
Yes.
They're not courageous enough even to ask a lady for, you know, let's go out for dinner. Now, in that case, mwanamke akitake initiative, does she still get to pay the bill?
Ebu tuwaulize au ndio watuambie.
Alfreda.
It is not wrong to pay for a bill. But it is not something that it's a day-to-day thing. Ni sehemu ya mwanaume katika jamii kulipia hiyo bill. Ni sehemu ya mwanaume. The other thing, I think the other problem is people always consider dates, you have to go to Kempinski and everything. Mbona hamjafikiria kwenda Arboretum, you chill out, do some sandwiches, really nice fresh juice at home, make sandwiches, come sit down, have a date. You don't necessarily have to go somewhere that is costly in the name of a date. I can make sandwiches, you make juice, we contribute it together, we go for a date. That is up to us on how we prepare for such a particular thing. Because again, you may find that you've done savings and all the savings inaisha in one meal. One meal enye, honestly speaking, it's just going to the stomach and to the loo. There's much more when it comes to dates rather than using too much money in the name of trying to have a beautiful date.
Then I guess in that case, it's safe for us to say that it's not cast on stone that man is supposed to ikifikia level flani. Will that be safe to say, Lorraine?
No, it's cast on stone.
It's cast on stone.
Yeah.
That mwanaume lazima ulipe.
Yeah.
Kama uwezi kulipa, hakuna haja kuoana.
Na kama hana.
Occasionally.
Asiko na
day.
Occasionally, mwanaume akifinywa, the lady can step up and pay the bill. But if you called for the date, honestly, you called for the date, why not pay the bill?
Yeah. But
sure.
It's not, and I repeat again, this is now my personal opinion. It's not cast on stone. If one can pay up the bill, fine. Isn't it? I'm talking on behalf of the boy child. You have mko influenced hapa. Hata mko influenced hapa. But it's fine.
See me.
But fine.
Child mwingine.
Now that also brings me to ask a question. Who can get away without having money? Who can get away with that? The woman. You said the woman.
I disagree.
No, probably she can tell us why.
It's the woman. This is why I'm saying, without having money,
Yeah.
when God created, let's go back to the whole provider thing. God created the man as the provider and created the woman as the homemaker. So where
As a helper, as a helper.
I'm calling it a homemaker.
Helper.
Sawa, helper inadependent na vile yeah, semantics. But what I'm talking about here is the man goes and provides, analeta mwanamke anaitengeneza. That is what I believe as a person. Because if all of us, for example, you are getting married, senior, and then we all go to work. And that's what we're having, the problem now that we're having in the society today. All of us are working, and then things like children come into play. The child comes into play. You don't have time for your child. No parent is there to bring up the child. In the name of, you're looking for what? Money. To bring up which? These children who you don't even know. They are no longer children. They actually end up being children of who? The house helps. And the children of the TV. Because that's how they're being brought up. So we lose the original intent of marriage. Marriage basically was the man to be the provider, the woman to basically homemake, as I put it. Homemake. Yeah.
Some.
Nina kitu hapa.
Sema hiyo kitu.
The person who can get away with money most probably is the lady. In this sense, my father, hi, Mali Uko. I hope he probably will be watching this. But my dad taught me that a lady is a manager. Give a lady a house, she will turn that into a home.
I hear you.
Askia. As in, they definitely tend to develop something that is basically raw. Most of the times you go to search for jobs and money, but you'll be surprised at the level at which your kids are growing without you being part of them, until unafika point unasema no, she has done a lot that I also need to chip in, probably in giving that moral and social support. And if you definitely make your way with giving that money, you basically can understand a lady who is a manager, pesa unaweza kuwa una receive is 20,000, but people think you're receiving $1 million. Why? She's managing that. And most of the time that is their work. Sometimes they do stuff that you also did not think. The little man you give her to keep, unashtukia amenunua kuku zinamea kwa nyumba.
That's good.
That stuff. So they basically manage it. They basically manage what you give. And if you don't give them what they can manage, then basically you will be doing some injustice.
Now let me take the contrary opinion.
I was actually going there, but go ahead.
Yes, thank you. You know, times have changed. In biblical times, it made sense. Even times our folks were growing up. But now these women go to school, and they make a lot of money. Sometimes more than you.
Mostly.
Lakini ikifika kwa marriage ama in a courtship, pesa yako ni yetu. Pesa yangu ni yangu. That is hypocrisy.
Big time.
No one should get away with not having money, especially if she's working. Hata kama kuna biashara yeni stay at home mom. Hakuna cha kusota hapa. Hii economy haitaki watu wenye wanakaa wanangoja kuletewa 20,000. Yes.
Please advance before you.
And I'm very, very, very serious about that.
Alfreda,
what I wanted to say about that, what he's just said, I personally believe when it gets to marriage, you know those things that they say, having a common account. You bring yours, I bring mine, we put it together and see what to do with it.
We'll get there before. Let's not go there before. Just yet. One thing that I want to probably we could bring it now to be more to light. We are not encouraging lazy girlfriends. Please, we are not encouraging.
Preach.
No.
What do you mean by being lazy?
Lazy is this. Umesoma, umeenda shule. You have the avenue to actually get a job. But then since we are saying a woman can get away with money, you'll stay at home.
Is something wrong being with a stay-at-home mom?
there's nothing wrong. But again, with this economy, times have changed. I'm open to...
Do you know the money that is spent in the house by hiring a house help, by hiring people to come and cook, by buying food outside in the name of we are all working outside there, which could be saved if the woman would actually stay at home and be the homemaker that she's supposed to be.
Are we encouraging stay at home?
Personally, I'd prefer staying at home than going out there.
HT.
You know, she's speaking on behalf of like 2% of the population. If you listen to a lot of mamas, at you tell them at you stay at home. So if you've decided you want to work, remember, the idea here is not that you have to be in an office job 8 to 5. There are ways of making money today that you can make money in a way that you don't have to neglect what is happening in the house. Because let me tell you, even for men, we are not going to now start saying at we are the provider, so tunatembea tu dunia. You come to see your child once a month. That is also wrong. Yeah, that is also wrong. So everyone should be able to find a way, because we want to remain faithful to the ideal, find a way of bringing money, because this money is still important. The idea, what I'm not comfortable here is the way you're saying someone has gone to school and now they want to come and sit back and say, I'll be the homemaker, I'll be a stay-at-home mom. That money that has been invested in your education, we want to see returns. And even if you're not going to work in an 8 to 5 job, find a way. Hata sisi tunangangana.
He asked a very simple question. A relationship, who can get away? Ni nani anaweza kaa kwa relationship bila kuwa na hela? And we answered it based on that. But now that you brought these other factors, in a relationship, you are like, yes, I am a man. I am bringing this to the table. What are you bringing? And I don't say that if ladies can get away and be homemakers, we have our mothers even right now. They are working, but the house still is the same, even while they would have stayed at home. Which means there is a role they always play. My dad gave a very good example, which I'm using right now.
As we come to a close.
Mwanaume, a lady goes away and leaves the guy in the house for 3 days. You have money, but when the lady comes back, the house is still in a mess.
Or even
Leave the lady in that same house, even without the money. But you'll see a change, a big difference. They'll get something. What we are encouraging, number one, is this. We are not encouraging laziness, as they have said.
Kabisa.
So every other person works to be able to get something to support, just in case anything might happen. Mtu anaweza kosa job, account ikuwe frozen and stuff like that, and the lady can chip in. But it doesn't also make us as men to be slack in our God-given role and duty of provision.
Not at all. We are going on a short break. Guys, hey, yeah.
It's very hot.
As we come after the break, we'll be talking about the gold diggers in relationships.
This
is gonna happen. Gold diggers in relationships. Now, please stay with us. We have spoken a lot. Share with us on how to think about our conversation. Lastly, we're going to our talent segment. You have a talent back at home. Please get in touch with us. Our social media handles are on your screen. Get in touch with us. We would love to air your talent. Stay tuned till the end. Thank you very much for being with us. The show is The Identity, and we are with an amazing panelists who are firing out things that I could not have said, but we couldn't have done without them. Samboya, Loreen, Kemzi, that's just somebody. Loreen, Alfreda, and finally HT. Now, are there gold diggers in relationships, Loreen?
Yeah, of course there are gold diggers in relationships.
Wait, before you go there, who is the gold digger?
A gold digger, someone looking for money from someone.
In exchange of whatever.
In exchange for whatever. In relationships, most.
In relationships,
yeah.
Regardless it's casual or courtship.
Yeah.
So you're saying they are there.
They are gold diggers, especially nowadays. People are looking for money instead of looking for what is essential in a relationship, which is love, Yeah, love should be the main focus in a relationship. So there are so many gold diggers here and there.
We can say there are so many, but how, Alfreda, how can you know that this person is a gold digger? Because we can just say yes, wako, but how can you know, Ama, this is a gold digging relationship?
Babe, please nitumie pesa ya airtime. Ametuma airtime. Hata kusema asante hawezi, anasema thanks.
Yeah, X.
TNX. Alafu this person will not even use it on you. Babe, ninataka kwenda tao, please nisaidie fare. Kutoka town mpaka kutoka home mpaka town is about 200 bob. Lakini yeye ameamua ni how much? Ni tao. Babe, nisaidie, ninataka kwenda Kempinski kukula. Babe, ninataka.
This is happening right now.
Yes, it is happening right now. And unfortunately we find it's not only one-sided. You find also there are some men who are also doing the same thing. They know that you have some cash and they decide they are going to be digging on that. Everything that they ask or everything they talk about is all about need of money from you.
HT.
You know, gold digging has turned very professional nowadays. It's not what it used to be. You know, you used to think gold diggers are broke ladies who are looking for a way to penya in life. Nowadays, they are even gold diggers who have money. They have money, but you know, the thing with money is it's never enough. Sorry, and maybe I'm stereotyping also men, of course. I'm not just talking about ladies. Is it a concern? Absolutely. Personally, I've had ladies who've told me to my face, hey, you guy, bana. If a guy does not have money,
But then
it doesn't matter if they're kind, hatutakula kindness. That's what they tell you, straight to your face. Na hatudate potential, hatutaki potential, tunataka kitu yenye iko. So mimi nikisema hapa tio niko na potential ni wewe.
you have to make it.
Yes.
It should be solid.
There should be evidences. You should have some expensive gadgets, your clothes. When you say where do you park, you don't even say where do you live. Where do you park?
No, okay, so
That is a gold digger.
that is a gold digger.
Yeah.
So, but it's a fact. You cannot eat money. You cannot eat love. You have to, Ama, because
But you're quoting, meaning before you met this person, you were living. It's not like you were homeless or you couldn't get to town.
okay.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
When you require a man to do everything for you,
Yes.
there's a question mark there. That means there's something you're really after. Yeah.
Okay, these are the grounds we are cutting, Mwanaume tuko struggling bado, So should I dump this person Johanna do?
Not at all.
Because basically
Kama hagro,
her grow in terms of
kuna ingine literally they are not doing anything to improve that situation.
how do we approach it? Lauren, let us have Lauren first and then you come in.
How do you approach a man that is not growing? You should help him grow, and if he's not growing, then that's not the right man.
Akona shida.
Yeah, because a man as a provider, a man is supposed to grow. If a man is not growing, then that is a woman. So,
Wow. Jamaa kasikia vitima.
Shots have been fired.
But hapo kwa growing, we are talking about relationships. And swali moja tunauliza ni umesema kama hagrow any dem. But intention ya kwanza. I definitely can protect myself, because if every time it's about what you want or your interests, then I will not be able to grow, because every time I'm struggling to please you. And that is definitely not what's needed in a relationship. Yes, unataka ni grow, nifungue agribusiness. It's all about you, nakufungulia. So I'll be doing it not because I want to grow, but because you are insisting I need to do it. It's the only way to grow. So sometimes we tend to let money drive our relationships until we forget the purpose of why we are in that relationship.
Now, what is the purpose? I'm happy that you've even brought it like that. What is the purpose of money in a relationship? Because you're saying kuna ama gold digger relationships. Probably we can come in. what is the purpose of money in a relationship, so that isikuwe a tool of bringing down a relationship, but a tool ya ku-elevate.
Kidogo nitaiweka hivi. Nganya haiwezi songa bila mafuta.
Sammy,
No,
please
for the sake of a parent who's
protect us, please. We don't understand what he's talking about.
In this way, ama tatu ama basi haiwezi songa bila mafuta, si ndio? Yes.
No,
So pole, kuna lugha ya wananchi, they can understand it better. I guess we are reaching to another big audience. In this way, that yes, the relationship or even any way of living is there, but because of the world that we are in, we require money to be part. So it comes in as a compliment to make our lives
Easier.
no, you know when
better,
you
or even to make our lives, there are some things we basically cannot do.
You know-
What are the days when we used to do barter trade? I could give you unga, you give me beans, ama
You-
mboga, and then I
Sam.
can basically work on my.
Sam, you know when you're saying
Yes.
nganya yezi enda bila mafuta, so you're saying a relationship cannot move forward without money. Lorin. No.
Okay, before Lauren picks it, before Lauren picks it, I just want to put it this way. Even when you were born and you've reached this point of growth, for you to reach wherever you are,
You
you
used money.
used money, both for food, for clothing, and for shelter.
And education.
Yes, and education. You're in a relationship, yes. Will you stay hungry? You require money to eat. You require money to clothe yourselves. You require a place to stay. So it acts as a complement. It makes your life to be able to.
Lorin.
Yeah, what we're saying here basically is money is very important. In our daily lives, we all need money. When it comes to relationships, we also need money to facilitate the dates here and there, to do a few things. And also
Kulipata dawa.
money, yeah, kulipata dawa.
Kulipata dawa.
Money can help you grow. You can grow together with your partner in business and so on. What we're discouraging is looking for money through someone. If you're looking for money through someone, then you should look for
Seize
a job,
it.
not a relationship.
Not a relationship.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the point.
Sammy, allow
Yes.
me to read the Bible.
Please, the better.
Yes. This is First Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 11. And before I read it, this gadget that I'm holding in my hand, I bought it using money. So I didn't make it. I'm not that creative. First Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 11. Okay, let me start from verse 10. And indeed you do it toward all brethren which are in Macedonia, but we beseech you, brethren, that you increase more and more, and that you study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands as we commanded you. You don't want to be a burden to someone. Yes, you don't want in your relationship mmeshinda mkiita maharambe every other time. No offense to people who call, no offense
We
to
get the
people who
idea.
call fundraisers, but fundraisers sometimes are a burden because kila mtu ana struggle. So you need that money to be able to sustain your needs. The Aisha said, occasionally you'll go somewhere, you'll want to invest, maybe sometimes you'll even want to give to charity or to mission groups, that kind of thing. You don't want to be borrowing from people, so it is important in that sense. Remember, the Bible does not say money is the root of all evil. It says the love of money is
The
root
love of
all
money.
evil. Sasa ikifika ile place yenye imekuwa obsession yenye that is all you live for,
That
and
is
now
the
you're
drive
trying
force.
to take advantage of someone, the way she said, now that now becomes a problem.
Now that we are rooting out that root that has been planted, that money is the root of, then I guess you can replace that. The love of Christ sustains all.
Shamalizia.
Huh?
Sasa tumalize
Let's end the show
Tumalize
and go.
The love of Christ sustains all. But equally, regardless of that, we should not blind our eyes to these facts of gold digging relationships and all sort not. Now, another paramount question that I should ask is how someone was brought up, or rather, let me put it in clear. The background of someone, does it have an influence to a relationship? For example, I was brought up in a posh place, and unfortunately, where I have exposure of eating pizza, have a pleasure of eating pizza every day. And here am I finding love with someone who has not had that privilege. Is it a barrier to a courtship relationship, Lorraine?
I can say it can bring up a barrier, but once these two people have decided to court, meaning they've decided to understand one another regardless of the background differences. They can just come up with an agreement and they can agree.
I personally think it's easier said than done, Sam.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done.
Tuangalie hivi. Mtu wa Eastlando na msee wa Westi. Eastlands, Westlands. Two worlds far apart.
Hapo kuna venye.
Hapa katikati kupatana na kuanga
Tricky sana. Tricky sana.
Mtu wa Eastlando atakuuliza spaghetti bolognese nini? You get?
You have to bring that up yani Sam.
Alafu msichana wa Westlands atakuuliza chapati msalaba ni gani ama mix kata, si ndio?
Bravo. Sawa. Let us learn.
That's the goodness of core backgrounds. Kiasi you can know some few things. Sasa unang'ang'ana tu usijui unajua what happens.
To the point.
So but it works this way. If there are people from two different sides, of course yes, the guy or the lady mwenye amekuwa raised in a posh backgrounds probably akona phobia ya uchafu. Unajua ka 4-room house hii yenye ukiturn left uko sitting room, ukigeuka right uko bedroom, ukigeuka about turn uko kitchen. Hizi wamezoea rooms ziko. So the different backgrounds we were taught always have a way of bringing us together. You find all of a sudden a lady is fascinated about a guy who's coming from a humble background, probably because amechoka na ya huko anataka ku explore something new. And jamaa mwenye ako kwa this background that is so humble wants to grow afike huko. So all other parties might be running towards each other, wapatani hapa katikati. So the backgrounds that we have in terms of societal backgrounds and money need actually to be adjoining rather than a separating way in this sense. As we grow, kujua mahali mimi natoka and how I do my things, if we learn, we can be able to make the best out of it. Not to ignore the people from humble backgrounds, but also not to praise the people from extra rich higher backgrounds.
This thing is all in the mind. First of all, hiyo pesa si yako, ni ya baba yako. I know people who come from good backgrounds na wanakuja kuhustle. I know people who come from bad backgrounds and they change their lives in a very short time. So it's all in the mind. My opinion is, if that thing matters to you, if you feel that me I cannot involve myself with someone from nini, then don't do it, because unaenda tu kusumbuana mbele. But if you're open minded like everyone on this set and you feel that you're okay with trying out something new, then by all means go for it. Yeah, so for me it comes down to an individual and it's all in the mind. If you think that me I've grown up, I've gone to IG schools, I don't even know SWA, what is Kiswahili, if that's your mentality, then by all means tafuta mtu ameenda Brayburn ama Brookhouse kama wewe. But if you are a bit more mature, and I'm not saying the others are not mature, and you're able to see beyond those things, then
there's one thing that you've said that is so heavy that I will also want to re-echo. Most of the relationships that we have right now, unapata mtu get into a relationship from a posh place na akazileza, they have expectations. You know, mimi nimezoea kwenda big square, wananipeleka, you know. So that also people should have an understanding of, unajua ni hii pesa sio yako. If it were your money, then I guess your circle will be different and hence it will also have a way in linking you to your not better half, your other counterpart, who's probably who you'll be attracted to each other. Hold up the mic.
Nilikuwa nataka kusema tuache kufunga akili. You know, if your mind is so fixed to something, you most probably always tend to forget what is around you. Yes, and we learned that love can also make some people have fixed mind until they forget what they actually need in the people they are looking for. That is same to money. If you've fixed your mind to a certain background and you don't want to explore what's around you, you might even lose some of the things that would have been so good and so instrumental in helping you grow in life. So let us be open-minded people.
Let us be open-minded people, and let us not fix ourselves on classes. With that said, I'm sure there's a viewer going to watch and say, like, that is a good talk, but why should we practice this? Personally, kuna mtu atasema, okay, I should be open-minded and be able to accept people of the other classes, but then they are not willing to intermingle.
That's why I've said, if someone is not willing, let them not pretend. Yeah, just stick to, you see, because at the end of the day, when you decide that ni mtu, that choice is for life. Sasa, if you know that you have some second thoughts, you have doubts, I mean this guy, I'm this lady. If you have those doubts, then don't even go there.
Lauren, let me bring you in. Is it safe? Is it wise? Is it prudent to have a joint account with your boyfriend? Now that we are boyfriend, in this case, to courtship, we are hoping that you're going to get married. Is it safe, wise, prudent? Because it happens to have a joint account with that gentleman.
Yes, well, it's tricky.
It's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky.
What do you mean very
I can
tricky?
say it's wise. On the other hand, I can also say it's unwise. It's wise if these two people get married. What if they don't get married? It would be so unwise, and it would just lead to painful breakups. People are here shouting, I'll never date, you took my money, you're a gold digger, you know. Yeah, things like that. So
Alfreda.
it can go both sides.
I don't think it is wise at all. At all.
Hata kama tumefungua biashara na Lauren.
No, tufungue tu biashara, profits zikiingia, weka kwa account yako, niweke kwa account yangu. Tukioana, tufungue tu account iko.
Sawa.
Naweza iweka hivi. Kukuwa na joint account. Someone said, never mix business with pleasure. Wewe tulia. Ninataka kuiga. Nimetumia analogy.
Bring it.
Yes, unajua mkianza kuleta feelings kwa pesa, there is a lot that goes on
and might go wrong.
Because basically uko like juzi nilikuwa na ulichukua 7k na haijarudi. Unaona? And ilikuwa inafaa irudi kwa account. So if it is business, let it be business. Relationship ikae kando ya business, zikuwe mbali, unless leo tumeshaelewana you are in marriage and you are on the process, you are growing in marriage. That is when you'll be able to.
Yeah, I want to bring even a legal perspective.
Bring it.
Because we deal with a lot of cases like this.
Yes, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm kidding. I'm not yet a lawyer, but yes. In the event that they've said, in the event that this relationship does not materialize to marriage, you'll have a lot of problems even getting that money back, because the law does not recognize boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. You cannot move in with someone who, if you've not gotten married with them, why do you want to put a bank account together? And you know their money is a very sensitive issue. I'd also say it's not
regardless of how well you understand each other.
Hata kwa mnapendana aje, sign that document first, mwende reception, mkule mchele, alafu sasa on Monday mwende after honeymoon.
Do not have a bank account together if you're not married.
Yes.
How about investing together? Lauren?
Investing is okay. As you say, that is business.
Don't you think we are trying to differentiate chips na bajia? But for me it sounds the same.
Investing together, you can actually be business partners, and those ones have legal documents to it. Literally, kuna stamp duty, kuna vitu nyingi sana zinawekwa in what the partnership, the business partnership that you're doing to the investment that you're doing. For example, I had a particular catering company I did, and you know, when you and your partner put your monies together, analeta 10,000 yake, analeta 10,000 yangu, it is a partnership. Easy relationship, any partnership, because it is business. So you can invest together in a particular business. However, your names are what? Separate. Na hata kwa law inajulikana as partners. It is a PP what? that form. There's a
It's
particular
that
form.
one. It is that
Yeah,
one.
there's a form that you fill. You fill together na iko na ID na iko kwa office ya registrar that you sign.
Then personally, this is my approach. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we are getting the whole potato together. Tunaichop vizuri but the difference is ni vile tunaiweka. You can't have money together, but you can invest together. But then it's still about money. Don't you think it's safe? If it's a partnership, please make me understand, Lorraine. Isi kujaribu kuita viazi vimejina tofauti.
No, I think they're different because this is a business, as you said. Here we have two separate names, meaning we'll have two. If you get profits, you get your profit, I get my profit. That's business. If we end our relationship, we can still continue with the business because we are partners. But on the other side, the other one, we can't continue.
Thank you. Sam, let me bring you in because you now need to have a biblical understanding to this. Because money, we have actually expounded much, maybe not everything that you have your who's expected us to do, but if you engage with us on our social media platforms, we'll get to answer more of this. What does the Bible say about money? I'm happy that you also brought it up. But then, as we come to a close, how can we safely approach this issue of money and have a good courtship that is biblically based and it is societal?
I just want to say what I began with in the beginning. Yes, God in Himself made the wealth that we have, the gold, the silver, and we are being told that they are His. Sindio, our work is just to be custodians and stewards of the same. So the same way you can be a steward to your brother, steward to your body, steward of love, be a steward of the money that you are holding. Because you'll be held accountable in the end for everything that you actually are taking part in. And as HT said, money is not evil, but the love of money. Sindio, too much of something is dangerous. So you need to know and learn the precepts of how to manage money, of how to handle it, of how to even use it. Yes, I was happy by a story of a couple that there was a day this guy had won a major jackpot and he came home and he was telling the wife, just let's go, I want to go and spoil it properly. Yeah? In fact, I'm angry, I want to take you to Texas and all those other stuff. You know how a basic load behave. But the lady was like, no, wait, just the previous day your brother was sent away from school because of not having fees, and your parents have a leaking roof which hasn't yet been sorted. What is the need of you spoiling me and your parents and your siblings back at home are suffering? If you want to spoil me, then go and make things right at home. That is something, and that is why we are told it's all in the mind, and it's all our ladies help us to manage. Those are things that sometimes you would not have seen, but they are able to see.
Amepigia madem debe leo.
Unajua,
Your parting shots.
So my parting shots is this: be a steward of God's property. He created them and made you to be a steward. Do that which God had commanded you to do.
Amen. Lorraine, your parting shot.
My parting shot is this: money should not be the focus in relationships. Just love should be the focus, and let's dwell on love as in 1 Corinthians, I think 13, where it says love is kind, love is patient, love is, all those things. There's no part it says love needs money, plenty of money. So money should not be the focus.
Amen. Alfreda.
Control money. Let not money control you.
I have nothing to... I'm kidding. My final thought on this would be, let us be wise. Let's ask God for wisdom, because we might be talking here, but we are also caught up in some wrong ideas that society has fed us about this whole idea of money and the part that it plays in relationships. So let's ask God to give us wisdom so that we can have open minds and be willing to learn.